All right, guys, and welcome to another edition of Just a Couple Guys Talking Football with PJ and Tate. We're going to head to you a little early. We got the Monday after Week 11 here, and then we're also going to hit you with a pick show today. But first off, Tate, how you feeling after a pretty exciting Sunday for you?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm wrong on multiple levels, on two levels, especially what we saw with the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs, and we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that for sure.
I'm stoked. I'm pumped. However, another week of pretty inconsistent offense from teams you think would have more production. But again, it's showing you that bipolar teams and it's still wide open. So
it is very wide open. I mean, there were definitely some teams and spots that we did not think that they would probably be at. I mean, this is a victory Monday for both of us. And I mean, I know you've kind of been in the first place for a while, but this was the first taste I had of a victory Monday with, first place into the division. So it definitely was a good Monday for sure. But yeah, you definitely saw a lot of bipolar play still out there. Just, and I still think that the jury's still out on a lot of these teams. And listen, there's still a lot of football to play. We still got, it's going into week 12. We got 7 more games. 7 more games for everybody. So it's going to get down to it. So let's talk a little bit about the Thursday game. New England versus the Jets on 27-14. The main thing that I think you see for him here is the New England Patriots are for real. And especially Trayvon Henderson looks like he's just what the doctor ordered, Great running back, and that's what Vrabel wants, is just a running back that can, let's run the football aggressively. Drake makes a couple plays. Our defense plays outstanding, and there you go.
Yep. I thought I was in and out of the game. I did thought the Jets were going to play him tighter just because Thursday night division rival. The Jets kind of the week prior had something, but no. Drake May makes good plays. They put him in good plays. They don't make mistakes. They're not penalized. They're playing good team football. I do question their strength of schedule a little bit, but again, I'll revert back that they're beating NFL teams.
Yeah, I mean,
until they lose to, I think their schedule gets a little harder. I haven't looked at it, but I thought I saw a few tougher.
They got the Cincinnati Bengals this upcoming week. I think the one thing that you're gonna kind of have to see if they're for real. I think they got to play Baltimore. They do have to play Buffalo again. I'm sure Buffalo's going to want to have a little bit of revenge after losing to them. I mean, because right now, for all intents and purposes, the Patriots are in the driver's seat in the AFC East. Yeah, so they've got the Bengals, Giants, then they have a bye, then they have the Bills, Ravens, Jets, Dolphins. So the Bills and the Ravens are the toughest ones on there. I think the main thing I think you called it a couple weeks ago, is the Patriots are for real. You can bet on the Patriots kind of taking care of business here. I think it's a toss-up how they do against Buffalo and Baltimore, but hey, they're looking like a pretty solid team right now because what do? They run the ball well and they play solid defense. We'll move on to Sunday, the game, Washington versus Miami. I mean, I'm sorry, Madrid, you got... 16-13. I tried to watch a little bit of it at like 8:30 to 8:45.
Yeah, I got off work and then I had a whole bunch of honey-to-dos before the Bronco game, so I was scrounging trying to get stuff done. I think I picked the Bengals on that one. The Commanders. No, I picked the Commanders on that one. Wrong. Commanders are a train wreck, like you said. I don't see them doing much now. So quick question. Do you think they make a change in their coaching staff? With,
the Commanders?
Offensive coaching. I mean, they're going to equate it to Jaden Daniels being hurt, but
they are going to have to.
Defense.
They're going to have to look at something because do they have pieces? Yes. Do they have some pieces? Yes. They have like the oldest roster in the NFL right now, I believe, like via age. I was just kind of shocked that they weren't bigger sellers. That kind of maybe like, hey, Bobby Wagner, why don't you go someplace and finish up to see if you can play for a contender? But I mean, they're going to have to ask themselves some serious questions. I heard Cliff Kingsbury was bouncing around as a potential head coaching candidate. I guess if it's me, I would pass. But of course, I just think got to look honestly at his body of work. But that would be the only way that I think that they would have to replace him, because I don't think they're going to let him go. I mean, you're not going to let a potential head coaching candidate probably walk out the door, but he needs to change a little bit. Miami winning this game, they should have done a little bit better on offense. I don't know what Miami is, but we talked probably way too at length about a game.
Took over the defensive play calling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dan Quinn did take over. So that would make sense on why the defense wasn't a complete sieve. The main thing is here, Washington's having some really bad luck on some games, when they won so many games last year, with final scores or this and that, and they kind of stumbled their way into the NFC Championship. It's you got to pay the piper sooner or later, and that's what actually makes me nervous on a good little segue to the next team on our docket, and that's the Chicago Bears winning 19-17. I'm excited that they won, but man, it's pretty crazy that what we're doing is having to come down to the fourth quarter to do it all the time. It's crazy that we keep doing it, because there's definitely belief on this team and it's fun to watch. But I'm nervous a little bit, like, oh man, we're going to have to pay the piper sooner or later down the road. But right now, I'm going to relish in the victory. You never apologize for any victories.
PJ, you sound like me with the Broncos.
Well, I love it. To be honest with you, here's the main thing that I saw watching that game. And the Bears probably should have put the Vikings out of their misery way earlier, because the Vikings couldn't do really anything on offense. They did a little bit. They had like one or two decent drives.
It's actually at halftime, so the Bears had it. I picked them. You didn't even pick your team.
I understand, but here's the thing that I was impressed by. The defense played J.J. McCarthy great.
The Bears, they're over exceeding everyone's expectations. They got a culture. They're winning the tough games. I mean, they're learning how to win, and that's going to pay off. It may not pay off this year, but it's going to pay off. You're building that character. You're building that fight. You're building everything that all coaches talk about. If you learn how to win tough like that in the fourth quarter and make so much adversity going through the game, that sets you up for success down the road. Whether if it's the playoffs this year or next year or the year following, I'm telling you.
No, it was nice to see, and it was nice to see that Caleb had a good game. But he didn't have the greatest game. But here's the main thing. He didn't turn over the football either. Just played smart, and that's what matters.
Get the dub.
And listen, the running game for the team right now is pretty slick. It is. The running game is definitely going well for Ben Johnson. So go Bears. I did pick the other way. You picked it right. I think I had the under. I don't know if you had the under. I had the under, and that came in big time. Okay. The next one that went over, that was the Green Bay Packers playing the New York Giants. So this was actually a push for me. I think, did you pick Green Bay as well? Because it was.
I picked Green Bay and Giants covering.
Okay, so I think it's a push all the way around. So Giants look better with Jameis Winston. A little, definitely better than Russell Wilson.
And if you remember me saying that last week, I kind of pounded my fist on the table for that, and I've been doing it all year. He can throw from the pocket. He's going to throw a pick. It happens every game.
Mm-hmm.
But he's way more functional than Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Packers took one out. I was in and out of that game. I was on the red zone because I didn't get it. But their backup quarterback came in and played a series or two, didn't they?
So Jordan Love went out earlier in the game. Malik Wilson came in.
He looked pretty salty, man. Kind of like a Jackson Dart. He was kind of running the ball everywhere, and he threw into a couple tight windows. It was like, holy cow.
That they actually commented on that on a couple things I heard today, that the Packers offense looks definitely different with Malik Willis as the quarterback. Listen, you're not going to throw Jordan Love aside, but you got to maybe think about trying to get that guy on the field a little bit more. He's definitely got some skill. He's got some talent. And, I I thought these Packers were such a good team, at the beginning of the year, or they profess to be a good team. And I know I'm a Bears fan, so I know this sounds like Packers hater, but I don't see it right now on the Packers being such a good team. I mean, yeah, defensively they stood up with the Eagles, I guess, but I'm not seeing it. Like the Giants probably should have won that game. In all honesty, it took a miracle. Josh Jacobs is now day-to-day with a knee injury. That will really hurt them if they lose out on Josh Jacobs for any extended amount of time. I mean, they're already playing catch-up in the division. Technically, they're a half game out because they have that tie. But, I mean, it's not going to get any easier. And Jordan Love, I don't know if I see it from him all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
He's making some questionable decisions. He's thrown to... Gosh, he's thrown so many balls into in just a really, really, really tight window. So it's just...
Well, and there's just some instead of taking the sack, I'm going to just kind of put it up for grabs kind of thing. And he's lucked out on a few. But it's going to be interesting to see what the Packers do down the line here. And Giants, listen, I wouldn't rush Jackson Dart back. You got Jameis Winston. Don't worry. Giants fans, don't worry. You're still going to secure a top probably 5 to 10 pick. You'll be okay. You'll still be fine. Tampa Bay getting beat up by Buffalo Bills. I had Buffalo. I think you had Buffalo winning, but I think we both had Tampa Bay covering, and we lost pretty bad on that one.
Yep. Yes, it did. That was a back and forth game. Just kind of showed
for a while, yeah.
That Baker and Allen are kind of take the games over. The Bills kind of poured it on them at the end there, but that was a fun game to watch. What I did watch,
yeah.
Like I said last week, I think the Bucs they're struggling a little bit, and I think they're gonna turn a corner again.
Well, they're injured too.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah. And that happens sometimes with teams that start off hot, they go through a little valley, start peaking again. That's what I think is going to happen. Bills are just, I don't know. They're tough. God, they are so week to week. They're a hard team to figure out in my mind. I mean, the Bucs are a good team, and they pulled it off at home. But I mean, no defense, and Sean McDermott's this defensive guru. But you know what the Bills did? They ran the ball. They committed to run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen, 6 touchdowns.
It's amazing what happens when teams decide to do that. It's unbelievable.
Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this. I think Josh Allen is like the perfect kryptonite kind of thing against a Todd Bowles-led defense. Because they're going to kind of blitz, but that's fine because Josh Allen's the kind that's like, okay, well, I can either run it out of here or I'm just going to move a little bit and I'm going to find the wide open guy because you blitzed. There's going to be somebody with man or somebody open. So I think he's kind of kryptonite against that. I'm nervous because I've seen the Buffalo Bills keep up with good teams. I've seen them beat some pretty decent teams. But I've also seen them struggle to beat other teams, like not so good teams. So I don't know which Bills team is going to show up from the week to week.
And that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
I don't know which team you're going to get. And to me, of the MVP, Josh Allen is hot and cold. I mean, he's still, even when he's cold, he's still very good. He still makes some big plays. But I just... For where they're at as a team, how long they've been pretty good. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't trust them.
No, I know.
I don't.
No, I think that's why we were kind of went off about the Patriots a little bit more because I think you and I are definitely leaning that way where our needle is pointing more towards the trust in the Patriots than probably the Bills.
Just, the Patriots, it's simple. I mean, the Bills probably have a more explosive offense, but the Patriots they have a complete team, all three phases: special teams, defense, and running and throwing the ball. It's just more complete. I tell you what, if the Bills would really commit to running the ball, I mean, I think
they would be shocked if they would. We've said this before too, and they do this from time to time. But it's just make James Cook the focal point of your offense for a couple games, and watch what you'll do because you'll probably boat race people right out of there.
I know.
because he's explosive. He's truly explosive.
With
And
Josh
then
Allen running the ball too.
have Josh Allen run the ball a little bit too, and then guess what? Guess what's going to be wide open? Josh Allen with those posts on the field because everybody's worried about the run.
Yep.
And then that's what you get. A couple games that kind of flip through fast here. Houston beating Tennessee. I mean, Houston winning was not a surprise to us. I guess I was shocked that they couldn't do more than 3. Pittsburgh beating Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati's done, right? Cincinnati's done. I mean, they're toast. Pittsburgh, and now here's the only thing. Aaron Rodgers did not come in second half, left later in the first. He's got the Bears this week. Yeah.
Sorry.
But anyways, long story short, they're saying slight break in his left wrist, but Aaron Rodgers is pushing to play. If you didn't play in the second half, Aaron, I don't see you playing in the next game. I'm sorry to say. I could see you pushing to play. The other thing I guess we should get into, I mean, Jamar Chase, why are you spitting on Ramsey? What? I mean, come on, man. I mean,
he's frustrated. They're not winning, and he's not. It's just.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right at all.
Listen. I think Jalen Ramsey, has definitely every excuse to throw a punch after he gets spit on.
If I'm Cincinnati, I'm making a head coaching change. Their
that culture's toast.
I mean, their ownership refuses to spend money. They paid both receivers and Burrows. Like I said, you cannot pay in today's NFL. You cannot pay 2 wide receivers and your quarterback. You can't. You got to get a defense. And it's just we've seen this too much. It's just they refuse to have a defense. God, their defensive coordinator sure doing great with the Colts. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, here's the thing. They always blame somebody,
talent.
right? They always blame somebody. It was the defensive coordinator's fault.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I think it was the offensive coordinator's fault.
It's the organization down. Yes, Burrow got hurt, but there is not a complete team there. You guys think you're going to boat race people? Fine. You're going to win a few games boat race people, but as soon as you don't have a defense this time of the year, I'm talking about this analogy is talking about Burrow was healthy.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
the minute he's out, it's over. The minute he's out, it's over.
And they've looked better with Flacco. They have. Flacco's not great.
Flacco's not great, and he's doing what he can. But I think he's finally probably pulling to the well, and because now all of a sudden, he didn't have the greatest stats in this game. I mean, I think he threw 2 pick sixes, by the way. It's Pittsburgh probably going to be in a little bit of trouble if Aaron Rodgers is out. That's all I'm going to say. All right, another game from the morning, or 2 more games from the morning, but this is a big one. Jacksonville beat up on the Chargers 35-6. 35-6. 35-6.
Well, like you've been saying, and I've been pounding my table or my fist on the table for the Chargers. I'm leaning towards this way with you that the Chargers are going to charge again.
Hey,
I don't know what the heck happened that game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, they're going to play the Broncos good when they play them towards the end of the year. They're kind of like the Bills, man. They're like the Bills. Like you don't know what you're getting.
But their lows, I think, are lower than the Bills. I definitely agree.
I don't know.
Listen,
getting boat raced by the Dolphins is pretty bad. But
well, I mean, here's the main thing that I want to say is I started picking up because the last couple of games I think I pick against them and they the defense looks solid. I was like, that's it. I'm picking them up. I even picked up their fantasy defense in a couple of my leagues because I was like, yeah, no, they're gonna do this good. And then the next thing you know, they just get smoked. Chargers are gonna charge. And that's it.
I'm there with you.
And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Jim Harbaugh can steady the ship again, but I don't know what's going on.
I think a lot of it is like you said, a few weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Herbert
he's a head case. Yeah. I don't know what he's going to be. How do you go
he's
from
been in the league? What is this his 5th year?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He should have this figured out by now and be way more consistent because the talent.
Or 6th year.
Yeah. His
Oh well,
talent's
he was
there.
the same. He was the same year as Burrow, right? What is Burrow?
Yeah, don't matter. It's not important. The only thing is that he should have it figured out by now. He should be consistent. He has some of the most intangibles and talent of any
Mm-hmm.
quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
He can run, he can throw, he's big. But yeah,
So he's been in the league 5 years, like we just said. The main thing is, I don't know what the identity of this team is at sometimes, and I think Harbaugh's realizing he can't run the football like he likes, and I don't
yeah,
know if
he
he has
doesn't
an
have a
option.
no line. I mean, they're hurt, but then the next week they'll get it together. It's just they're very inconsistent.
Yeah. So let's move on to the Rams beating Seattle
Yep.
21-19. Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions, but they were still in this game and had a chance to win, which is
Yeah.
pretty shocking. Seattle's team's backing up Sam Darnold pretty hard, saying, hey, he's still our guy. I just wonder if this is what you're going to get from Sam Darnold from time to time. Is just these
Could
eggs
be.
right in the middle of anywhere. What are your
Could be.
thoughts?
Yeah, could be. I think I'm gonna ride with Sam. I don't care. I'm gonna ride with Sam unless he just totally, completely just. I mean, well, God, they signed him to a pretty good contract, but I'm riding with Sam. This happens. The Rams are a great team, man. You've seen
Rams are
it.
a good
There's been
team.
games. There's been games that past Patrick Mahomes throws three to four picks. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it just happens. I let's see how they look in 4 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Let's
they're going
see
to
if
have to
they put
play
it up
each other
together
again.
because the
Yeah.
Vikings kind of with Sam last year hot, and then toward the end of the year they fell down that mountain. So
I mean,
I'm
Matthew
riding with him.
Stafford is, I think, the MVP choice right now. Don't you think?
He's
I mean,
playing out
he's
of his
playing.
mind.
He's playing
He's
crazy,
playing out of his mind. He's got a
making it
great
look
coach.
easy.
Yep, good team.
Defense.
To me, the Rams are top 3 teams.
Listen, and the Rams' defense is pretty legit, folks. I mean, 4 picks. Yeah, they should have probably beat them by more, but listen, they won, and I don't think anybody wants to
Right.
play the Rams. I don't think any. You ask. The Eagles would not have an easy time with the Rams right now because I think the Rams' offense is clicking better than the Eagles' offense, but we'll get to that. Listen, let's dive into it. I know you've been
What?
waiting. Do you want to
What are
dive
we
into
diving
your?
into?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Denver 22-19. Listen, I picked the Kansas City Chiefs, but I picked Denver to cover, so I had a little backdoor there. So hit me up. What'd you see? Congratulations.
Super pumped. I will tell you the refs on that game. I talked to a friend of mine today who was at the game. Really good seats. 40-yard line, Chiefs bench, north end zone, 40 more towards the north end zone, 40-yard. He says he was watching, and like this guy knows his football and he watches it very close. He was saying that he was watching blatant, obvious holds on Benito, and like the ref was going for a flag, wouldn't do it. Pull it back in, wouldn't do it. I'm just telling you, the officiating is crap when the Chiefs play. The Broncos still, I mean, they were calling, it was a sloppy game on both sides of penalties. They were calling Chiefs penalties, but it was crap. There was holdings on every play on Benito and Cooper. They didn't. They called a few of them, but like what really opened my eyes too with it is I think it was the second to last the Bronco drive. They handed the ball out to Harvey. He took it for 7 yards. And, holding. And then I looked at the replay. I'm like, what? Okay.
Right.
And then the very next drive, I counted 3 holding penalties on the Chiefs O-line. They were twice as bad as on run plays too. Didn't call them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of our PIs on Raleigh Moss. They didn't call one PI on the Chiefs defense. Patrick Mahomes' large completion to, got 80. I forget his name. He had a great catch.
Oh, Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, it was a complete push off. Didn't call that.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, Franklin, on that crucial deep throw that Bodie towards the end to get him in field goal. Franklin was moving. They should have called an offsides on the Broncos on that. But whatever. I don't want to, because I think Andy Reid was kind of complaining about the refs too. It's like, I don't want to hear it. You guys get bailed up by the refs every game. But I'll tell you what worked. Second quarter, halftime, I heard Bo Nix and the offensive line went up to Sean Payton. It's like, hey, we need to get the play in quicker. We need a little more up tempo, because what's been happening all year is like Bo's getting, by the time he calls the plays, they run up to the line of scrimmage. Literally, he's got 6 to 7 seconds to decide what he wants to do, and then like on this week it was like 15 seconds, like, so double the time to process what's going on. So that worked. Sean's trick plays, he did another trick play that freaking Harvey almost threw an interception with, completely unnecessary in the red zone.
Yeah, Harvey, that one shocked me too.
Harvey needs to work on hitting the hole hard. He dances too much. I mean, Jalen McLaughlin will hit the hole very hard, but he's so small that he gets tackled right away. But it was good. Bo played good. He hit what he needed to. Franklin dropped 2 crucial first downs. Like, we still got drops. We still got offensive penalties. But like, we're not giving up. They don't give up. I have the utmost respect on them now. I know all you listeners laugh because I'm so hard on them. I'm hard on them because I've seen what this offense and this team can do. That's why I'm hard on them. And it's frustrating watching the last couple of weeks of when they can do so much better. And it's all ego driven. And then listening to Sean Payton's, like, this is still what bugs me about Sean. Freaking huge win, going into a bye. And like, a reporter asked about tempo. He goes, "Oh, let me guess, you're asking about tempo again?" Like, next question.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, question. Sean. Like your tempo's terrible. Like, you can boat race people, buddy. You can boat race people. But the big thing is it's coming together. Bo had time to throw the ball. Bo looked good. He wasn't the world beater, but he was good. And he played better than Mahomes. And I'm telling you what, this spot foul and all of football needs to go away. 3rd and 19, just chuck it up. Just
it's
chuck
nuts.
It up there.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
It just changes games.
Can we just do college? Just do 15 yards in the first down. So it doesn't mean that you get to go all the way down to the 5 or whatever. You know, like, it's so silly. And not only this, I'm sorry, but the officiating was bad in this game, amongst many games yesterday, by the way. The game last night with the calls and stuff, it's crazy.
It's not just the Chiefs. It's every game, every week, but it's blatantly obvious when you know what you're watching that they are giving the Chiefs a lot. To me, this season, they're officiating them better. They're finally starting to call penalties. But, I mean, Jesus, like, it's
here's the thing. When it looks like it's favoring something that much, then it probably is. You know, I mean, we're not.
Everybody talks about it.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like we're just pulling something out of the air and being like, yeah, you know, the Jets really get preferential treatment.
Like, while the game's on, and it's not just Bronco media. I mean,
it's everybody. Everybody's been talking about it, but that's the whole thing.
Colin Cow. I mean, Skip Bayless. They're all like, God, these refs are terrible. God, they're the Chiefs. So, no, but awesome win. Huge win.
Huge.
Huge. You know, the Chiefs got the Colts this week in KC. I'm actually picking them to win that game. But, like, I mean, this is awesome. Awesome. I mean,
listen,
yeah.
I think this is what, you know, we talked about it last night. You guys definitely have the driver's seat for the AFC West now. Chiefs need so much to even be in the division race right now. I can't even see it happening. They would need 3 or 4 things to collapse to do it. I can't see that happening. You guys are in the driver's seat. You know, I think if you guys probably win at least 3 out of the next 7 games, right? You probably are looking at the division crown. But, you know, the main thing is what you do against the Chargers, because you're right. Now, the Chargers are going to charge by that point, but, man, going into the bye with the, 9-2 record is got to be a great feeling. Got to be a great feeling.
And a late buy-in, we're going to get, sounds like Pat Surtain back.
Late buys are great because, the Bears had an early one.
Yeah.
One of the first ones, and now we're stuck just football every week,
Yeah. So, they got through. They also played 7 games in 39 days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, that's what I was saying with that Raider game is, like, that's what I knew it was going to be a struggle. There's the Raiders Super Bowl. It's a freaking primetime game. But, hey, all they've done is prove people wrong. They win ugly.
Mm-hmm.
everyone believes in that locker room. I mean, it's incredible. So, but I'm happy. I know it doesn't sound like it all the time, but I am extremely happy. I hate the Chiefs so bad. I think they're the luckiest team. Oh, I am so happy. The only thing that's going to top this week off, is if the Raiders can somehow beat the Cowboys, even though the
That
Raiders
would
are in my division
listen.
tonight.
That would be hilarious if it could happen.
I
I'd
don't
love
even
to
care.
see
I
that
don't even
too.
want to talk about that game.
I
But
don't even want to talk about it either. Really, we're not going to because
yeah,
we
yeah,
picked it, but we don't
we
even.
got
Yeah.
bigger fish to fry.
So couple games that kind of just quickly hit, and then I want to talk about two remaining games. So we forgot to talk about Carolina being Atlanta 30-27. I think the main point that I see in this is Atlanta. Here, I'm sorry. Two things I want to talk about. Atlanta just lost Michael Penix. He's on the IR. They said it could be season. Now he's on the IR, so that's at least 4 games. Okay, so you still have Kirk Cousins. I still don't think that it'll be that big of a drop off, but man, it seems like it's a bigger drop off than I would have
It's
originally
funny.
thought.
Speaking of Twitter during the game, there were so many people going, "Man, the Falcons sure aren't coached very well."
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That was the second point I was going to say. It's time. Raheem Morris is done. I think he's done. With this good of a team, and you keep getting back-to-back overtime losses, by the way, which I don't think has ever happened before. I think he's done. I think you're right. I just don't think that you could have this good of a team because they have their offensive line is solid. Their offense is good. The running game. I mean, Drake London, I guess, is out the next game too. But I don't know, man. I think Raheem Morris has got to go. I think you got to start looking. You got to look for somebody else. You're too good of a team.
It's my point exactly. Like I
San Francisco beating up on Arizona 41-22.
We knew that was going to happen.
Hey, Brock Purdy coming back healthy. I think the Niners just got healthy. I think that's what happened. Now, do I think that they could still make some noise? Sure. Anybody could beat up on Arizona. They've got a kind of cupcake schedule coming on up too. They got Carolina this upcoming week. Baltimore barely beating Cleveland. Thank God that they did because I picked them in a survivor pool.
Yeah.
But 23-16, and we saw the debut of Shadur Sanders. I think Shadur got in.
Shadur people was like, oh, he didn't get a full game. He didn't,
he didn't get first team reps. No, guess what? A backup never gets first team reps.
Go ahead. Start him next week.
They're gonna listen. I think they're probably gonna have to.
Yeah, they are. I think
they're gonna have to because I think Dylan Gabriel's in the concussion protocol.
I guarantee he may throw a touchdown and he's gonna have 3 picks. Guaranteed.
Did you see when Kyle Hamilton sacked him? He did his little watch selfie while he stood over him. So yeah, I mean that's the other thing too now, Shadur, because everybody's been hearing about you for a while. So they're gonna have a little welcome. Shadur. Yeah, welcome to NFL moments. Yep. Yeah. But Baltimore, seriously, better get your act together if you think you're gonna try to make some noise too. Because
but here's the thing though. Like I said, it's still an NFL team.
Yep. Well,
it's a division rival.
Division rival. Myles Garrett had 4 sacks in this game.
Yep.
4 sacks.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't care. Like, okay, I will always defend this. The goddamn Buffalo Bills got boat raced by the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
So it's like
any given Sunday.
We've seen it all year. These upsets. It's still an NFL team.
I was just about to say I want to talk to you about your thoughts about the Lions because
I was completely shocked. I had the Lions.
So did I.
And I had the over.
You watched the game?
Dan Campbell. I've watched as much as I could. I was getting ready for this class. I'm in a class all week.
Yeah.
For work, so I didn't, and I had to go to bed a little early. But I was surprised. I mean, my brother kept texting me through it. I don't think Dan Campbell's play calling was great. But let's face it, the Eagles are coming into their own too. They're not flashy, but it's good, solid defense, man, and run the ball and taking care of the football. So,
the only other thing I'm going to say is Eagles, yes, defense is definitely looking good. I think that the decision making by the Lions a couple times, especially, this is a tough fought game. I think you could have probably kicked a couple of those times and gotten at least some points for it. Because if you come down to it, you lost 16-9. 6 more points is 16. I don't know. I know, but that's not the way they do it. They have to go for it. Listen, I think that the Lions ran into a team that's very physical on defense, where they're kind of like physical on offense, and I don't think that they were ready. They got punched. They got punched in the face pretty good. Jameer Gibbs is out of control, by the way, what he can do. Because he got like a couple screen passes that he busted for like 60 or 70 yards. He is so talented, and I don't understand why he's not more of the focal point of that offense, even though he is. It just seemed like there was a lot of drop passes last night. Jared Goff looked a little off.
Yeah,
I think that I think they definitely missed Sam Laporta, who just went on the IR as well. But yeah, man, I think the Lions are going to be there at the end of it. They're going to be in the playoffs. Let's be honest. They're going to be in. They'll probably could still win the NFC North. But I got to see are you just going to get lost in your decision making again? I don't know.
They're missing Ben Johnson pretty bad right now.
I'd say so. Because I mean I've seen what he can do with play calling, and I mean, man, when his back's against the wall, we got the right movements, and especially you see what he does with an offensive line. My goodness. All right, so we're gonna jump at this point, folks, and we're gonna get into the Week 12, the P's with PJ and Tate. So we're just gonna kind of run through them real quick. I don't think Tate has a lot of thoughts because, look at the Broncos don't play, so we don't
We don't have to listen to me rant about the Broncos. Everybody does care though.
Hey, listen, everybody loves how passionate you are about them, and we are trying to make the soapbox right now for Christmas. So here, Buffalo versus Houston on Thursday night. Houston is 5.5-point dogs at home. What are your thoughts on this one, Tate?
I got the Bills winning. I got Texans covering, and I got the over.
I got Buffalo winning. I got Texans covering too because Texans defense is very good. I think that the main thing is Josh Allen's going to be just enough to beat them. I'm taking the under 43.5. Pittsburgh visiting Chicago. Without Aaron Rodgers, Chicago is getting the 3 points as a home favorite. I don't know if they even know if Aaron Rodgers is playing. I don't know if it's a factor. Tate, what are your thoughts on this one?
I got the Bears, even with Aaron Rodgers playing.
Yeah, me too.
And I got the Bears, to cover, and I got an under. And I don't care if Aaron Rodgers does play. I don't.
I would love to hear. As a Bears fan, I got to say, I would love to see him play. And I know not just because he's injured. That's not what I'm saying. But I'd love to see, because I want to beat him. I want to beat him on his last year, because this is his last year. I want to make him go away and beat him on the way out.
Life miserable ever. So.
Yeah, seriously, never. So Chicago -3, and I'll take the under as well, 45.5. Seattle heading to Tennessee. Is this sort of the game that Seattle gets right, Tate?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
13.5-point favorites, folks. I'm taking them all day. I think Tennessee will play their division tough, but I don't think they haven't played anybody from the NFC West.
There, through 4 picks, they're gonna come in strong.
New England facing off against the pesky Cincinnati Bengals. New England favored by 8.5. What are your thoughts on this one?
I got New England. I got Cincy cover, and I got the under. I think you're going to see a little bit fight.
I think the Bengals, now without Jamar Chase because he just got suspended for a game for spitting, I think New England crushes them. I'm done. I'm in New England -8.5, and give me the under 49.5.
Could be a spark for the team too. With Jamar
you never know. It could, but also it could just be crash for him because that's what I kind of see. So hey, we just talked about it. Indianapolis versus Kansas City. Kansas City only 3-point favorites at home. What do you think, Tate?
I think it's the Chiefs.
Yeah, me too.
I think the Colts are due. I think losing to Denver the way they did. I'm sorry. Even with 5 losses to the Chiefs, like I've said all year, until they're mathematically eliminated, they're right there in my opinion. All they got to do is get hot and get in the dance, and then who the hell knows? Because it's still there. It's still there. I mean, that team's still good. It's still really good.
Here's my thing. Indianapolis is coming off a bye, and I like that. That's great. It's in Kansas City. Daniel Jones, you have a big task in front of you to try to deal with a very hostile crowd. And here's the other thing, folks. The Kansas City Chiefs back is definitely against the wall now. Because right now, I think if the playoffs started, they're on the outside looking in. If it started today.
I'll tell you this, too. Andy Reid and they even talked to him they talked about halftime of this. He gave up on the run game against Denver, and it was working pretty good.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt was actually having some yards. I was watching it. And, they seem to give up on it a lot. But here's the thing, folks. Kansas City, I think they need this one. That's why I'm taking Kansas City as well. I'll take Kansas City minus a 3. I'll take under 50.5 because I think Daniel Jones is going to make some mistakes in this game. And that's the main thing. The Jets visiting Baltimore. Jets are sitting Justin Fields now. They're going Tyrod Taylor. I don't think that matters. I think Baltimore is a heavy favorite here. I think Baltimore minus 13.5 is feasible. And I like the over of 44.5.
Yeah, I got the same.
Minnesota versus Green Bay. Green Bay only a 6.5 point favorite at home. What do you think, Tate?
Yeah, I got Green Bay. And Green Bay with the spread and then the over. I don't see it with the Vikings.
No, and I think that unfortunately, I mean, watching that J.J. McCarthy game, and I'll be honest with you, folks, the Bears defense has some holes. Shocking that it took McCarthy all the way to the fourth quarter to figure out how to score against them because he was like all of a sudden he could start throwing. Green Bay's defense is a little bit better, and I think McCarthy he's learning to play the position. He's basically playing as a rookie because that's what he didn't have that much time last year. So that's what he's got. Jacksonville visiting the Arizona Cardinals.
I got
yeah, go ahead. They were favored by 2.5.
Under. Yep. It's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a big win for the Dags over the Chargers, and maybe they'll get back on a roll again.
Well, I could definitely see that happen more than I could see Arizona kind of getting on the roll because Jacksonville's defense actually played a pretty solid game too. And I think that they could do that against Jacoby Brissett. So I'll take Jacksonville minus 2.5 over 47.5. Whoa, big time. Cleveland versus Las Vegas Raiders. How did we miss this one as the big... The NFL just has them going every afternoon. What do you think on this one?
Raiders, Browns covering in the over.
Okay. I like it, but I'll take the Raiders all the way. Raiders minus 3. And I'll take the under 37.5. I don't know if Geno Smith is going to stay the starter. Have to see how they do tonight, which is a game that we're kind of not talking about because we don't really care. Atlanta Falcons versus the New Orleans Saints. Like I said, Kirk Cousins is going to be starting. No Drake London. What do you see happening in this game?
I got the Falcons covering in the over. I think Kurt's going to come in and show that he has a little bit left.
Okay. I'm done picking the Atlanta Falcons for a while. I really am because I picked them the last couple. I'm taking the Saints minus 1.5. I'll take the over 39.5. I think Cousins is going to go down in flames a little bit more. Philadelphia versus the Dallas Cowboys. What is your thought process on this one?
Who cares? Eagles, Hunter. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope
Eagles 4.5 minus 4.5. Yeah, I get it.
Eagles boat race them in Jerry's world.
I hope so too. I mean, listen, I agree.
Let's be done with this Cowboy season, please. Let's just, like I said a few weeks ago, they're going to implode.
Yeah.
And they're on the verge of it. And tonight would be so amazing if they do it on national TV again.
It's a rare game that I'm rooting for the Raiders.
Everybody in the league everyone is tired of the Dallas Cowboys and having to sit and watch the Dallas Cowboys again. How many good games Seattle Rams, Broncos, Chiefs could have been on frickin' Monday Night Football? I mean, Bills, Buccaneers could have been on Monday Night Football. And
Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams could have been on Monday Night Football. Yes. So crap, I'd even say I would have taken Green Bay with the New York Giants over it. I would have
took the Chargers and the Jaguars on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Other than that crap.
I agree.
Enough's enough. And I'm telling you that I think the only way it's gonna change.
Yeah.
And I know it hasn't changed basically since Jerry's came into the league in 90 or 89 when he bought, is if they keep getting embarrassed on Monday Night Football.
Yeah. It's going to be a problem.
I think it's going to be changing to the guard. It's been too long.
We'll see. I agree, but we'll see. I mean, they got to do something about it. But I'm with you. I picked the Eagles minus 4.5. Now, an actually semi-decent game on the docket next week. Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the Los Angeles Rams. Listen, I like the Rams to still win. I like Tampa Bay to cover, though, plus the 6.5. I think the Rams have a hard time knocking teams out. But I'll take the over 49.5 as well.
I got the same. I just got the under.
Okay. And then next Monday, another fantastic game. The Carolina Panthers visit the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, that's another fantastic. Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, okay. San Francisco -7. Give me the over 47.5. I'm sorry. Carolina, you are playing better, but it's San Francisco's looks like and they're getting ready to roll. All right, folks, that's all we got. Tate, thank you so much for the show. Hey, but yeah, good luck out there. But other than that, we are out.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have much today. I'm beat.
Yeah.